Hey, welcome back. It's Jason Walter here. Home sales in the US dropped for the first time in 5 months, and home prices decreased as well. So in today's housing market update, I'm going to share with you all the details. And of course, if you're new here, welcome. I post videos about how this pandemic is affecting our real estate market. So I invite you to subscribe and join the family. Also, hit the like button if you appreciate real estate market updates just like this one that helps support this channel, and I greatly appreciate that. Okay, thank you so much for doing that. So in today's video, I'm going to share my screen with you to share stats for November in the US, compliments of the National Association of Realtors for existing home sales. I also have some information to share with you regarding mortgage interest rates as well as new home sales, because those numbers were actually just released today, which is the 23rd of December. I plan to post this video on December 24th, so Christmas Eve. So happy holidays, everyone. I also have some economic news to share at the end of this video. So let's go ahead and dive into the video, and I can share some stats regarding existing home sales in November. Again, compliments from the National Association of Realtors. So this again was posted yesterday at the time of this video. So total existing home sales, meaning it's not a brand new house, those decreased 2.5% compared to October. So compared to the prior month, they actually decreased 2.5%. Something definitely to follow. That's normal what we'd see during this time, when a lot of people put the pause button on their home buying or the home purchase because of the holidays and the winter season. So something to follow though. If this number continues to decrease in the months to follow, then we'll definitely might be something to be concerned about. Or it may just be seasonal. We will see. Sales in total rose year over year, up 25.8% compared to 1 year ago. So gosh, when you compare it to 1 year ago, sales are through the roof for home sales. All right, Lawrence Yun, who's NAR's chief economist, said that sales for 2020 are already on pace to surpass 2019 levels, which is astonishing because we have far less housing inventory in the US right now, and I'll share that here with you in just a little bit. He said also we have robust growth is forthcoming for 2021. Obviously, we have very strong home buyer demand right now, and very, very low inventory and very low interest rates. So if any of those change, that could affect our real estate market, obviously, in 2021. And be sure to follow the channel. I'll keep you updated regarding that. Median existing home prices actually went up 14.6% when compared to last year. And prices increased in every single region that they report on. I believe they have 4 different regions that they report on. I'll share that here in just a little bit. And this price increase marks 105 straight months of year-over-year gains. So here's a big news headline here, and I've talked about this on my channel a lot, but total housing inventory down 22% compared to 1 year ago, which is astonishing because if inventory is down 22%, but when you look at a year-over-year gain of 25% for existing home sales. So inventory's down 22%, but sales are up 26%. So it just shows how competitive on average our real estate market is in the US. In addition, unsold inventory is at an all-time high of 2.3 month supply. What this basically means is that for all the houses that are currently listed for sale at the current sales pace right now, all the houses that are listed for sale in the US would be sold in 2.3 months, which is crazy low number. A balanced market is more like 5 to 6 months. Last year, we also had a seller's market, and that figure was 3.7 months, now at 2.3. Properties are obviously selling very quickly as well. Their days on the market, which is the time when the house is listed to when the seller accepts an offer from a home buyer, 21 days in November. That's down from 38 days in November 2019. So houses are selling about twice as fast this year compared to last year. NAR also had a real estate forecast summit, and they say that a lot of the industry insiders in attendance there agreed that mortgage rates are going to hover around 3%. I definitely agree with that. The Fed said they're going to keep the federal funds rate about 0% for many years to come. And they also said that they expect the annual median home price increase to be about 8% compared next year. So increases on prices about 8% next year. I thought it was going to be a lot less than that, but we'll have to see what happens with inventory. So obviously housing affordability is becoming more and more of an issue because of record high home prices. First-time buyers, I thought this was really interesting here. So those were first-time home buyers were responsible for 32% of all the sales in November of this year, equal in percentage to October 2020. However, when you compare it to 2019, it was the same percentage. So you would think that with record high home prices, first-time home buyers are really going to be dropping off the map, but equal compared to 1 year ago. I thought that was very interesting. In addition, all cash sales account for 20% of all transactions in November. I'm a realtor in Sacramento area. Our cash transactions are about 15% right now. And then in the US, that remains unchanged from November 2019. So in November 2019, again, about 20% of all the transactions were cash sales. Distressed sales, no big surprises here. They only represent about 1% of all the sales in November, down from 2% in November 2019. Obviously, we had a lot of foreclosures in 2008, 2009, but now they're basically non-existent. And they were even non-existent in November 2019, about a year ago. Also, we have a foreclosure and eviction moratorium. I just made a video about that, posted it yesterday, so definitely take a look at that if you haven't taken a look at that already. So for the 30-year conventional fixed rate mortgage, that decreased to 2.77%, down from 3.94% 1 year ago. However, this is about 1 week late. So the most recent stats we have for this, again, this is from Freddie Mac. For the 30-year fixed rate mortgage, it's at a record low of 2.67%. I believe we hit like 14 record lows this year for the lowest rates we've ever seen in the history. So you compare that to, let's say, December 2018, rates were about 5%, now about 2.6%. So quite remarkable. Ever since December 2018, interest rates have been absolutely falling through the roof. All right, let's have a look at the regional breakdown here, because it's really interesting to see that the median home prices increased by double digits in each of the 4 major regions compared to 1 year ago. I won't go over every single region here, but if you want to, you can pause and screenshot it. But they basically break down the US in 4 major regions. That's the Northeast, the Midwest, the South, and then the West. So the highest median price increase was in the Northeast. Prices there rose 17.4% when you compare it to 1 year ago. And then when you look at the highest number of sales, that was in the West, where we had a 27.3% increase compared to 1 year ago. So let me share some slides with you real quick, and then I'm going to share some information about new home sales and also some economic data that just got released as well. So this is for a median price of existing home sales in the U.S. This is over the last 4 years in the U.S. So as you can see here, the real estate market has cycles. Home prices go up, they go down, they go up, go down. This year, 2020, anything but normal, right? It's been going up, 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 up. For past 5 months, except the most recently, the last month, obviously, it decreased slightly, 2.2%, but has been increasing during the time when you typically see home prices decrease. So very interesting market we live in today. So we look at existing home sales, the median price percent change year over year. Look at that 14.6% difference. When you look at 1 year ago, the year over year change was only 5.4%. So it goes to show how strong our real estate market is right now, and home prices are going up drastically. All right, let's look at total existing home sales percent change year over year. Again, 25.8%. Look at this, over 20%, 3 months in a row. When you compare November this year compared to November last year, percent change year over year, only 3.1% increase. So right now, about 8 times that figure, which is astonishing. Again, market conditions, first-time home buyers is about the same, about 30%. Sales to investors is about the same as well, about 15% of all the sales. Cash sales, 20%. And then also days on the market. Obviously, houses are selling very quickly right now. All right, again, let's look at housing supply at the national level. Again, we're at a record levels for housing supply right now. This is over the last 1 year. As you can see, inventory in the U.S. absolutely skyrocketed early on during this pandemic in April and May. But ever since May, this housing supply has absolutely diminished. This dark blue line here is a national month supply. Right now, we're well below levels we had back in 2019. All right, last slide I want to share with you. This is absolutely mind-blowing. This is a percent change in sales from a year ago by price range. So you can see here, $0 to $100,000. I don't think we really have many houses in Sacramento, for example, under $100,000, but we do have in other parts of the state, other parts of the country, I should say. But look at that percent change in sales from 1 year ago of houses that sold of less than $100,000, down 22%. When you look at houses of 100 to 250, only up 1.1%. However, when you look at the higher end market, this is just mind-blowing. Look at over $1 million houses that sold compared to 1 year ago, up 88%. Houses 750 to 1 million, up 85%. So the houses in the upper range have been increasing quite a bit when you compare it to 1 year ago. This goes to show that people are buying houses bigger inside and out because of work at home arrangements and also because of COVID. Okay, let's talk about new home sales in November. That was actually just released today because those fell more than expected. So new home sales fell 11% in November from October, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. However, sales were up 21% year over year. So because of this negative news from the drop from October to November, shares of the home builders dropped about 2%, which is no big surprise there. And these numbers are based on contracts signed, not closings. This is for brand new houses. So for brand new houses, for whatever reason, they consider a sale when a home buyer gives a deposit to a home builder and signs a contract. That's considered a sale for a brand new house. Obviously, for a resale house, for an existing sale, that is considered a sale once it actually closes escrow or once a sale is finalized. So this drop of 11% from October to November for brand new houses is something to follow. This might be a factor of two different things, just the seasonality of this market. A lot of people are not looking to buy houses during this winter season, or it could have an effect where affordability might be becoming more of an issue because home prices have been increasing greatly this year. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about U.S. consumer confidence because it actually decreased recently to its lowest level since the summer. This is obviously a closely watched gauge of the U.S. economy. So December reading was 88.6%. That was released Tuesday, which is today or yesterday by the Conference Board, and it's a sharp decline from last month. And this is obviously far worse than what the economists had expected, so definitely something to follow. The Commerce Department also reported last week that U.S. retail sales fell a seasonally adjusted 1.1% in November, and that was the biggest drop in 7 months, also worse than they were expecting. That is today's housing market update. If you like this video, please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate that. Also, consider subscribing as well because I post videos about how this pandemic is affecting our real estate market, and I really enjoy making these videos for you. So, hope you're getting a lot of value out of them. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm Sacramento Realtor. Hope you have an awesome day and look forward to seeing you on the next video.